Welcome back to Budgeting for Prosperity. Hopefully you've watched the intro video that explains what budgeting for prosperity is all about, and also the video on peace of mind, which is the end game, the ultimate goal of a prosperous budget. So let's start with a refresher of a definition of a prosperous budget, which is one that gives you peace of mind because it is aligned with your values and your goals. It's on auto flow, and it directs you toward your dreams. Now, there are a lot of words on this slide, and the key words are in bold and colors. And while I prefer to break down each of the key points in its own dedicated session, starting with peace of mind, today we're not going to talk about peace of mind, in this session at least. If you want to see a 3-minute video on peace of mind, check it out on YouTube at Budgeting for Prosperity or Prosperity Budgeting. And although aligned is the next bolded word in this definition, I usually cover values next and then come back to alignment later, after we've covered values, goals, and dreams. So for this session, we'll discuss values. As stated on this slide, when your values are clear, your financial decisions are easy. This is a quote from an author of one of the very first books I ever read about personal finance. The book was called Smart Women Finish Rich. Knowing your values is very important because when you aren't clear in your values, you'll find that you'll let others decide how you allocate your money and coordinate your finances. Others meaning commercials or advertisements, friends, the internet, and those people called the Joneses. Without being grounded in your values, you'll essentially give your money away to others first, when you should be paying yourself first. If you want to be prosperous, you must learn how to pay yourself first, something we'll cover in a different session. So let's move on to our exercise. This is a values exercise. I first did a similar exercise like this when I was on a spiritual retreat offered by my church, Unity of New York. I really felt like this exercise helped to ground me, and I hope it helps you too. The leader of the church retreat, who came to visit us that year, was David Alt. I've listed his name and website on this slide to give him credit for the idea. I'm only using part of his idea, but nevertheless, I was inspired by him for this exercise. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to create your list of top 3 to 10 values. Make a list that's no less than 3 and no more than 10 values. Feel free to use this slide to help stimulate your own thoughts on your values. I'll leave this up, and you are welcome to take a picture of it, print it out, or just look at it on the screen, whatever works for you. If you're watching this video, pause here and come back when you have your top 3 to 10 values. Welcome back. So here are some value words that I associate with a budget. We aren't going to discuss these in detail, but I did want to give you a preview so you'll know and understand and get an idea of how you need to routinely assess your values to make sure that they align with your goals. And on this slide, I provide a list of values and goals. There is a linkage between the list on the left and the list on the right, something we'll talk about in detail over time. This is a preview of a budget template. I made this in Excel. You can also make it in Google Sheets. You can find a link to a Google Sheets version of this budget in the notes to this video. On the next slide is a simpler budget, one that can be used by a teen or someone with less complicated finances. If you look closely, you'll see references to values in purple and goals in green, something we'll talk about more in future sessions. So thank you for honoring me with your time and attention. It's a gift. And it is my sincere hope that something in this presentation has inspired you and encouraged you to continue to grow and evolve and create a prosperous budget for yourself. That is, one that gives you peace of mind because it is aligned with your values and your goals. It's on auto flow and it directs you toward your dreams. Till we meet again, remember, the joy is in the journey. And all the winning that we need to do is within.